Hello and welcome back to Kim Reads as we continue with Maryellen, the one and only. Maryllen's Cold War, Chapter 9. Well, said Karen King as if she were stating the obvious, no one wants to stand out for a weird reason. Right, said Karen Stolman. I mean, do you like standing out and being different because of your polio? Maryellen was speechless, and it never occurred to her before that her friend thought her polio made her weird. When she tried to recover from her shock and hurt, she said, I didn't want to stand out by being the only girl who had a poodle skirt, but you copied me. Now Karen Stolman was surprised. I thought you would like it if we matched, she exclaimed. I didn't realize you were so set on being different and interesting. No wonder you like Angela so much. She's different, all right. For Pete's sake, she's Italian. Well, what's wrong with that? asked Maryellen. So what? So Italy was friends with Germany and Japan during the war, said Karen King. The Italians were our enemies. But that was nearly 10 years ago, Maryellen said. Remember how Mrs. Humphrey said we're not enemies anymore? Anyway, Angela is just Angela. She's not responsible for Italy during the war. She wasn't even born yet. Fine, said Karen Stolman with a shrug. Go ahead and be disloyal if that's what you want to do. Disloyal? Said Maryellen. Yes, said Karen Stolman tartly. You seem to have forgotten, Ellie, but Italians killed my uncle during the war. I could never be friends with an Italian. But, Maryellen sputtered, Karen Stolman talked over her, and I could never be friends with anyone who was friends with an Italian. Me neither, said Karen King. Maryellen felt as if she had been walloped in the stomach. Her two best friends, the only friend she had left now without Davy, seemed to be saying that they would not be friends with her anymore because she was friends with Angela. For a moment she flummoxed, unsure what to do. Then an unexpected feeling surprised her, a spurt of red-hot anger. How dare they tell me how to act? Well, Maryellen said quietly, I can't be friends with anyone who can't be friends with someone who was friends with an Italian. Then I guess we can't be friends anymore, squeaked Karen Stolman. Yeah, I guess it does, said Maryellen. Come on, Karen, said Karen Stolman, let's go. Maryellen watched the two Karens walk away. She felt very lonely standing there on the sidewalk all by herself. Then Karen turned around and called, and I don't have any Italian Barnoncino French on my skirt. I have a regular American French poodle. The two Karens ran away, so Maryellen wasn't sure whether Karen Stolman heard her shout, You wouldn't have any poodle at all if you weren't a copycat. Make new friends, but keep the old. One is silver and the other one's gold. It was Wednesday, 2 weeks later, and Maryllen's Girl Scout troop was meeting in the cafeteria for school for the first time. Maryellen sighed. She thought about how she and the two Karens had looked really forward to being Girl Scouts together. And now, just before they began, they talked about earning badges, selling cookies, and going on overnight camping trips. Now, as they sang Make New Friends, Maryellen couldn't even look at the two Karens in the eye. The three of them had not kept the old friendship wise. The Karens obviously didn't think she was gold. When Mrs. Nichols, their troop leader, told the girls to choose groups of 4 to share tents with on their overnight campout, which was to take place in October, the two Karens rushed to invite Patty Zender and Carol Turner to share a tent with them. That meant Maryellen would have to be in the leftovers tent with Mrs. Nichols and her daughter Debbie, who wasn't even in the troop because she was too young. Maryellen sighed as she watched the Karens, Patty, and Carol giggling over the caper chart. They had all signed up for KP, which was kitchen patrol, and the most fun job on the caper chart. You were in charge of finding sticks for roasting hot dogs and for toasting marshmallows for s'mores. Later, during the meeting, Maryellen saw that Karens had used matching material to make up their sit-upons. And I just know they'll be sit-upon, their sit-upons far away from me, she said. It had been this way for 2 weeks now, ever since the conversation about Angela. It's as if the three of us are having our own little private Cold War, Maryellen said to Caroline that night as they got ready for bed. We don't fight, they just snub Angela and me, and they're trying to get the other kids to ignore us too. Of course, Davy already acts like I don't exist. It's like you're being blacklisted, said Carolyn, stepping over Scooter, who was in the way as usual. We learned about blacklisting in social studies. It means you're excluded because people don't like something you did or something you believe in. Exactly, said Maryellen. The Karens don't like to talk to Angela and me on the playground before school. They would sit at lunch with Angela and me or walk home after school with us. It's like the Karens and I are on different sides of the Iron Curtain, as if we're enemies when we used to be friends and allies. But do you want to be friends with them after what they've said about Angela? Said Carolyn. I don't know, said Erla. They hurt my feelings, and I think they're completely wrong about Angela. The Karens would like her if they got to know her. Still, she admitted, I miss Karen and Karen, just like I miss Davy. And remember what Joan said about how it's like what you do after a mistake that matters? The Karens are making a mistake about Angela, but they stopped their mistake. I'm glad to be friends again. The Karens have been your friends for a long time, Carolyn Lynn agreed, but you're doing the right thing, sticking up for Angela, even though it's hard. I know that's probably cold comfort. Well, sighed Maryellen, maybe cold comfort is all you get in a Cold War. Okay, and that's the end of that chapter. See you later.